What's up? It's your boy Tommy Mars. I'm here doing a Grammy wrap-up show episode. And today I am here to talk about 3 artists specifically that I've been covering on this channel for the past, not a year, but almost a year. And I'm talking about Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, and BTS. What I want to do today is watch a little bit of their performances from last night, which I watched live during the broadcast, which I thought all 3 performances were fantastic, iconic. They were great. All 3 of them were great. I couldn't have been prouder of all 3 of them. And to be honest with you, as from a fan's perspective, since I'm a pretty big fan of all 3, it was pretty much the perfect scenario for somebody like me that loves all 3 and to get to see them get up there and do their things. But I do have some reservations. So I kind of want to talk about all that. So what I'm going to do today is I was going to start from the beginning of the show and work it to the end, but I'm not doing that. We're going to start today with BTS. So they ended the show. We're going to work in reverse order from the show's broadcast last night. Okay, so I'm on Twitter. You know that. TOMMYMARZBAND, Tommy Mars Band. And I tweeted a lot about the show last night, even before the show. And one of the things I saw a lot of yesterday was about BTS. And normally, I don't engage in those kind of things. I didn't really engage in it, but I guess the point I'm getting to is normally, you see this all the time. You even see it in basketball all-star games. Hey, this person got snubbed. They got snubbed. Or, I saw the hashtag scammies, trending and stuff like that. This one here, I have to say I agree. It's no different than the way I felt about the bias that the Academy has against boy banders and stuff like that, and boy bands that break up and then they go out on their own. So what I'm saying is the same way I felt like Harry Styles got treated when HS1 came out, because it was just oh yeah, we'll just dismiss him. He's a boy band, which we all know that is not the truth. He's a friggin' rock star, and he proved it again last night and eventually winning a Grammy. But with BTS, I felt like that bias, that sort of, hey, we'll give them a little spot on the show. We'll put them up for an award that is not going to be on broadcast. Almost like a gimme. Hey, we'll give you guys this. Well, here's the thing. We're not talking about a group. We're not talking about somebody like me. Hey, we'll give this guy a little something. He's a nobody. But we'll give him something, to make it right. No, we're talking about one of the biggest songs on the planet. I know Bad Bunny was the most, I forget what the stat was, but the most streamed or something. All I know is BTS is I think it's second, Dynamite, in which I think it was close to overtaking that Bad Bunny song or whatever. But we're talking about a song that is worldwide phenomenon. A band that is a worldwide phenomenon. They sell tons and tons of records, the most streams, their videos. I mean, a video comes out on YouTube and it has 100 million views in 4 minutes. I know it's not 4 minutes, but those kind of things. And then I get the other side. Hey, it's not just that, it's not just sales. It's not just streaming numbers, which are a big part of it. Don't let anybody tell you different. Let's talk about the music. It's a great song. Lyrically, it is a great song. Musically, it is a great song. There are so many elements to it. It's not, what the thing is? If somebody wants to argue me about the music credibility of Grammy-winning songs, go listen to some of them songs that won, or that were nominated. Go do it. You tell me it's more musical or something, a musical genius more than what you're hearing on that. And here's the other thing is, I get it if BTS is not your thing. I understand that. But here's my argument is, there's a ton of things that are not your thing or not my thing that are nominated for it. Doesn't mean it shouldn't be nominated. So the point I'm making is, with BTS's case, and I don't really do this about a ton of artists. Even some of my favorite bands I felt got snubbed or whatever when I was younger. I'm oh, that's bull. They should have won the band, whatever. Merit-wise, there's no way that BTS shouldn't have been nominated for more things, Song of the Year, Record of the Year, whatever. But what I'm saying is, for BTS at this moment in time to leave the Grammy Awards without a Grammy, it's criminal. It's not right. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I truly felt that's the thing. I don't get into the stan and all this other stuff. It's just not my style, man. I actually kind of, I'm annoyed with the stan thing, actually. But what I'm saying is, in a way, BTS is responsible for so many streaming numbers, viewers, eyes on that broadcast, that telecast. But it's just again, it almost felt like an afterthought. We'll just put them on right at the end. And then when it was over, it was yeah, did you guys see that was amazing? But there was nothing compared to the other performances. It was this person is amazing, giving all this backstory. It was just yeah, we're going to let them do a thing. To be honest with you, yes, I do feel it was a slight to BTS. I really do. Now, having said all that, I am so proud that they were on there And I am grateful as a BTS fan that they were asked to be on there. So I'm not one of these ungrateful pricks out there that's like, this is bull, man. You guys dogged down stuff. They were asked, they were on there, and they were nominated. So I don't want us to forget that either. That is true. That is a true part of all of this. And I am grateful for it as a fan, and I know they are grateful for it. But like a lot of things that go on in the world, while those facts are true, there are some other things that seem factual to me, and the slight seems like a factual thing to me. If you're asking me, knowing my backstory of how I really don't engage in that, if you don't believe me, go to my Twitter, you'll see I rarely get into any kind of that confrontational kind of stuff. It's just not my style. But this one kind of got me a little bit because I did feel like there was a slight. But performance-wise, oh my gosh, this was so awesome. I thought it was great. And here's where I'm going to start in the performance. I love when they were going up the stairwell. The door opens, and then they're outside, and then on top of the building. Let's start right there, because you talk about, I know we talk about choreography and dance breaks and all this stuff with BTS or a lot of entertainers. To me, this felt next level, and I just didn't feel like the pop was there enough from, casual Twitter or online or any of that stuff. Dude, this was insane what they did. I want you to think about this. And they're singing. It was incredible. Let's start right here. Even right there, you could hear... I love that so much. So they're running up, and they go outside right here. And this is, you talk about iconic, here we go. On top of this building, come on. Yeah, man, that was iconic, man. That was such a great. I was so proud of them watching them do that last night. Seriously, man, I was really proud. And I, like I said, everything I just said, I stand by. But on the other side of it, I'm really proud that they were on the Grammys and that they were nominated. I wish they would have won one. And it, again, the whole premise of what I'm saying is having one kind of, I felt like side award that wasn't even on broadcast. It just felt like a slight for a song that big is what I'm saying. Even if you don't like it, I hope I'm making this point clear. It's not even if you like it or don't like it. What I'm saying is the fact that it is undisputably one of the biggest songs on the planet. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I hope you understand where I'm coming from. All right. Next one, Taylor Swift. Boy, oh boy. It was nice to see Taylor win that album of the year. I was pulling for. I was like, come on. I really felt like Folklore was very, very much worthy. You know that. Again, if you follow me on Twitter, you know my struggle between Folklore and Fine Line was the worst. I hope I never have a decision like that again to write an article for, because it just killed my gut. But the albums that were nominated, to me, it was like Folklore was in a different class. That's how I feel. I understand there's fans of the other artists, and I can understand your argument for your artist, the person that you like or whatever. But I wrote more in depth in the article that I wrote for Album of the Year, because it's not even just catchy songs. It's not even just a bridge. It's not even just the songwriting. It's not even just the production. There's all of that. Do you know what I mean? There's all of that. Oh, on top of it, Taylor just brought the vocals on Folklore. It was just next level. It was great. It's so worthy. I'm so glad that it won Album of the Year. Side note, I like when she took her mask off. It appeared to me that she was like, holy shit. That's what it seemed like. She said, I don't know if that's true, but that's what it seemed like, man. That was pretty awesome. Her performance, I loved it. I love a medley. And I put that on Twitter last night. I love a great medley, and she did not disappoint at all. And she played those songs. Now, you know how we say, oh yeah, it'd been great if such and such would have done this. Of course I want Mirror Ball on there. Of course I do. But we got August. We got Connie. It was so good. So let's take a little peek at that one right now. And I like the little house they were in. It was like this little A-frame. Come on. Ah, so good. It's so good. And I love that it was a medley because it felt like, I don't know, it just felt like that's exactly what we needed. I think as Taylor fans, I think we needed that medley of songs like back to back to back like that. It was perfect. And if I'm being honest, it was a little emotional just going through those songs because I had that whole thing with Folklore, and going through that album was a really special time for me because, you know, that was really my first experience into Taylor Swift's career. My first experience was Folklore, and I was just like, what have I been missing all of these years? You guys know I'm stuck in 1989 right now, and I'm going to get to Red, and I'm going to get to Fearless and everything, but, you know, Folklore will always be so special to me because, you know, it was my first real deep dive into Taylor Swift, and I haven't come up yet for air, and I don't think I ever will. I think I'm just going to be a fan for the rest of her career or rest of my life or whatever it is, just because I just appreciate the things that she does, and the things she does are so well. All right, let's open the show. The show opened with my boy, your boy, Harry Styles. Harold did not disappoint at all. Let's talk about outfit. First of all, dude, he has some iconic looks. He's had iconic looks for a while now. I've mentioned like the long hair Harry, the short hair Harry, the messy hair Harry, the stubble, the facial hair Harry. You know, like not like full on beard, but could you imagine with the full beard? Like Duck Hunters or something. Anyway, he has so many looks that are iconic, but it's not just like the hairstyles. It's his clothes, the Vogue cover. I just did an episode on the Brit Awards. He has so many, and the thing is, like with the carpool karaoke, James Corden was talking about you can pull off anything. He can pull off anything. The dude can literally pull off any look, and it just works. Not everybody has that. Him and his group came out, and I felt like we're seeing the new era of Harry Styles was born last night. That's what I truly feel like. I'm putting together an episode just on Harry's performance because, and in that episode I talked about, I feel like whatever HS3 is going to be, oh boy, if that was any indication, we're getting full on rockstar Harold for the third record. Man, I think it's going to be something special. Well, you guys know I love HS1 and Fine Line. Are you kidding me? How much do I listen to each of those records on a weekly basis, daily basis, right? And performance wise, you know, I always try to mention Mirrorball, you know, I'm talking about Taylor. Yeah, of course I want to see Golden or a medley. A medley like a la Taylor Swift would have been like, for me, would have been a stick of gum. Literally would have been perfection if it had been like a little bit of a, because what I was hoping was the show would start like, it's Harry Styles. And it was like, din, 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 din. You know, the beginning of Golden would have been awesome. Then like Into Adore You and then end with Watermelon Sugar. But I get it. It's the song that he was nominated and won a Grammy for. Probably should have played it. But I thought the band, it just was explosive. It was, you know, here's the thing. With that performance gave us this confidence, this quiet confidence that wasn't like very boastful. Like it wasn't like taking it like we're going to do something with a big stage show and fireworks or anything. It didn't need it. There was this quiet confidence everybody in the band had. It was just something, and I love when he was dancing and stuff. Like, I mean, it was all of that, but it was like this, there was something about the way he was projecting out into, and then it wasn't an audience, but like the other stage part, like where Haim and stuff was with their set. There was just something about it just felt bigger, epic, next level. Something just felt different last night. And I've watched a ton of Harry stuff, a lot of his performances. I don't know, something felt different last night. And I think what we're in for when HS3 drops, I think we're in for the next big step, but also the next big thing in the world music wise. That's what I think. I really think that he broke that ceiling last night. He performed, he opened up the show, he won a Grammy. I think the next stop for Harry Styles is Album of the Year, stuff like that. All right, let's do a little snip from Harry. And by the way, I have a full Harry episode that's going to be coming out probably today. If you want to see the full performance, I'll have that episode coming out here pretty soon. Or actually, to this filming, it may be out before this filming even comes out. Whatever. If you want to see the full performance, it's out there. All right, so let's watch a little bit of the performance last night. And then these, I guess I should say this. If you're not seeing the video, it's because I tried to upload and it got nixed, like as usual, whatever. I'll be doing full episodes on Patreon that has everything in it. Just fear not. So if you're watching this and you're one of my patrons, you know that it's coming over there, the performances of everything I'm talking about here. So if you're watching this and it's just audio, that's why. Don't ask me. All right, here we go. Yeah, I love this, right? When he's dancing that little move and that camera angle, you can see my man's abs, right?
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song. I want
yeah.
and it's summer
I
feeling.
think Harry just smiled at me.
I don't know if I could ever go without watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar.
You know what I mean? There's just this, I don't know, this confidence without like grabbing it. He just knows it. He just has it. And that was Billie Eilish right there. That was her just kind of looking over like Harry out there killing it. And I love what Sarah did there. She's like, and she took that whole tom, that floor tom with that one hand. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. What can I say? This is awesome. It was just awesome. I couldn't be prouder of all three. This was such a great show to watch. These artists have a platform to do their thing. I know there's some negatives. I even talked about it in this episode. But all in all, what a great day for music. And I'm talking about these three artists specifically because I'm such a big fan. But it was a big day for all music and for all the artists. I mean, I became fans of other artists watching that performance. Silk Sonic, I mean, are you kidding me? Their performance just, honestly, just blew me away too. So that was great. So it was a great day for music. So congratulations to everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was fun talking about their performances and, you know, three of the artists that I love most in this world. All right, it's your boy Tommy Mars. I will see you in the next video. I hope your week is off to a good start. Have a great day.